How do you sell through email? That's the question a lot of business owners right now are asking themselves because they are seeing the revolution of what's happening with email. Now, me personally, over the last few years, I've developed a system, and that's what I want to walk you through today. What is the 6 email system that I use every time I start a new campaign for my business, every time I start a new business, and every time I work with a client? Today, you're going to find out, and trust me when I say this is something that's very special. All right, let's do it. All right, so as I said, every time I go into a new business, every time I'm building out something for my own business, I am thinking about how can we look at the existing customers that we have, send them out a 6 email sequence that is going to take them from maybe not being super educated about what we're doing, but educate them to the point where they understand the value of our product and then ultimately buy our products. But on the other end, be really happy that they bought the product because they were so educated. So this is something that has made me millions of dollars. It's made my clients a lot of stinking money too, and I want to walk you through and show it to you. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump over here to the computer, and I'm going to walk you through the 6 email sequence and sort of give you an overview of what we're doing, how it works, how I'm automating all this stuff so that even if I'm somewhere this week without internet, this thing keeps going, it keeps working, it keeps making me money. This is the real secret behind how I've been able to build a business from a backpack and actually do it. So let's dive in. Let's jump over to the computer. Let me walk you through exactly what I'm doing to actually put this sequence together and what are the thought processes behind it. How does it actually work? All right, so let's do it. So one of the core ways that I'm able to make a lot of money in my business, help my clients make a lot of money without having to spend any extra time, is through email marketing. Now, more specifically, how do we sell through email, but automate all of the processes so that not only does this run in the background and we don't have to touch it, we don't have to watch it, other than, the sales come in. But we're also doing this in a way to where once we write these campaigns, you can use them over and over and over again. So this is sort of the key behind the whole stinking thing, is being able to use these campaigns over and over and over again once you write them once. Because if you actually put in the time to do this, the first time that you send this out to, your customers that have bought from you already, then it works over and over again because people don't always buy the first time. And even if your customer list isn't growing a lot year over year, you'll notice that you continue to make money by sending these promotions out. So what we've got here is on the left side of your screen, you're seeing a automation. And this is something that I built inside of ActiveCampaign. And we use ActiveCampaign as one of our primary things for a lot of different clients. So this is an email automated tool, and a lot of people call it an autoresponder. This is the automation side of it. So what you're looking at here is people get into this sort of automation through either a tag or we manually put them in. So let's say that this starts running on Wednesday, which it does. It runs Wednesday through Sunday, an email at least one a day. And what ends up happening is this starts at a certain time. So on a Monday, a Sunday, we put people into this automation and it won't start running until a certain time. It actually puts them in a queue. And then all the way down, we can see sort of all this stuff. As you can see right now, this particular business that we're doing this for, this list that we're running it, because not all of the contacts that are in this autoresponder are going through it, but about 35,000 people are waiting for the next email to go live. And so they're waiting in sort of a queue until that next email hits, which is going to be when it says to hit, which is 10 a.m. So all this is well and good. I'm going to explain this first, and then I'll explain this side. These are a set of emails. And basically what we're doing is we want to be able to say, hey, we're going to be out of town this week, or we're busy with other business things this week. Click a button on a Sunday night, and then that week we have emails sending out to our existing customers, and they're getting emails through, just like it was a live promotion that we were sending out as we went. So what this is saying is when they come in, they're going to wait until America, Chicago, that time zone, it's a Wednesday, and then it's 8 a.m. on a Wednesday. And when 8 a.m. on a Wednesday hits, all the people that are sort of waiting here because we've put them in get the first email. After they get that first email, they immediately move on to the second part where it waits for Thursday, and 2 p.m. Thursday, and then they get the email. And so after that, they move into here. They don't get their next move to the next email until 10 a.m. on Friday, and so on and so forth. Now, that's all well and good. That's not incredibly difficult to go in and put this together. all we're really doing is if I click a button here, you can send an email, we can do conditions and workflow, we can wait for a time period. Pretty simple. But what do each of these emails actually do? That's the core thing. So we've got kind of a map here on the right side of what these emails actually do. So when these emails go out, this is typically a 6 email campaign, but it can be, 6 to 9 emails, whatever, depending on how you sort of close the last day. So what each of these emails sort of represents is we're tackling a psychological component that we need to tackle to make a sale. So each of these emails does that. So email number 1, and in this example, the one that goes out on Wednesday, is what we call our oh crap tutorial. This is designed to basically get people to open up the email because they think that you are going to solve the core problem that they have. Now, you are. That's the thing. So most of the time when I send out this email, I am sending out an email to the audience, and I am directly attacking what they think their problem is. Okay, so this tutorial is, oh crap, I can't believe they're giving it away for free. They're teaching me this for free. And a lot of times when we're working with other businesses, this is the tutorial that they think, they're like, well, why would that chiropractor put that out if that's what they do in the office? They're not making any money by teaching me this stuff. So it might be how to get rid of your headache, your tension headache, something like that. And so the oh crap tutorial is, oh my gosh, this is really good value. Now, the interesting thing about this is what this email is actually designed to do is it's designed to teach you the solution to the problem that you think you have, but it's more designed to teach you that the problem that you think you have is not actually the core problem. So it's designed to get you educated as to what your problem actually is. Email number 2 is designed to really flesh out that problem and to start to answer that problem and to start to answer it further. So as we educate this one, we educate people and say, okay, here's the answer to what you thought was the problem, but the real problem is this. And in this email, we start to flesh out what the real problem is and help them to understand it better. And then email number 3, which you can combine these two, by the way, email 1 and 2. There's lots of different ways to do this, but just so you understand, email number 3 is designed to sort of tell them, hey, all that stuff where you learned what the real problem is, well, the next day we're going to give you the answer to this problem. You're going to have to pay something for this because it's a more advanced problem, but we got this solution and it's right next door. It's the next day it's coming, okay? So what we're doing with these either 1, 2, or 3 emails, like I said, typically it's either 2 or 3 emails. Sometimes you can combine these two in a pretty easy way, and that's what we actually did in this, is Thursday actually encompasses email 2 and 3 in this example. And then the 4th day or the 4th email, or it could be the 3rd email, it doesn't matter. Like I said, it depends on how you do this if you understand the psychology. Email number 4 is when we actually open the cart. So this group of people right now has sort of gone through this first thing. They went through the first tutorial. They understand the problem. They're a little more educated than the average person now because they went through this. But now they realize, hey, we can fix this in a big way if we get what's coming. So they're waiting for this open cart stampede. Now, after that, we have sort of this one more thing email, which is going to be like right here where we add a bonus. So this is typically where we add on, we really stack the value of what we've got. A lot of similar elements to this email number 4. It's almost identical for 75% of the email, where we talk about the product and all the things that the product does and how it's going to help them solve the more advanced problem now that they know what the more advanced problem is. But that's sort of the ball game, is we have a stampede of people coming to buy because not only do we give them the solution, but we always typically have a little bit of scarcity too because, well, there's only so many deals to go around. Okay, so the one more thing is 75% this email number 4 with all the stuff about the product and the scarcity, but we're also adding in a bonus. So we add another layer. So in email number 5, we might say, hey, we're, 50%, 60% sold out from what we had yesterday, which is awesome. So you still have time, but now we're adding in this extra thing. And then finally, on the last day, this final day, we're going to do between 1 and 3 emails, which that's going to be to actually close the sale down. So what this actually does, and just without me going through the minor details of, what's going on over here, this first email is designed to say, hey, we're going to help you with what you think the problem is. But by the end of the email, what you thought was the problem is not the real problem. We're going to attack the real problem the next day. The next day, we start to really fill out what that problem is so you can understand it better. The next day, and like I said, you can combine these sometimes. The next day, we start to really let you know, hey, this problem that you now understand is your problem, and you understand what your problem is really well because we fleshed it out. You got a solution coming, and it's coming the next day. And that's when we will open the card up. The next day, people can come in, get the real solution. And by the time they get to this email, they know why they actually need the product. Most people mess this up because they don't set the stage to let people know why they actually do need the product versus something else. Now, after that, the one more thing is where we add the bonus. We start to count down how many spots are left or how much time is left. And then this final day sequence, which would be all the way down here in this example, this is where we start to say we're almost sold out, and we really update people on where things are. Now, the beautiful part about this is, you can go in as this is actually going live to update numbers if you're doing scarcity by numbers. In this sort of setup, though, because we're doing scarcity by time, we could walk away for the entire week because it ends on a Sunday night at a certain time, no matter what. So it's not so based on, just the number of copies that we'd have to update as we go. So that's it. That's how I actually, walk through this and rock it out. Now, if you want more, this is actually a system that I call List Breakthrough. And if you want to see some example emails of how I do this, if you want to see, some campaigns that I've done that really go through this, I've got a link below the video where you can go get this for under $20, and you can really get inside my head as to how I actually write each of these emails. You can see examples, you can see sort of what the walkthrough is and what your thinking should be when you do that. So, like I said, I don't want to go through this anymore. I think I've given you enough to show you how I'm able to, take things that I wrote 2 years ago, put new customers that have never bought that particular product through that sequence that I wrote 2 years ago and still make money selling a great product to a perfect fit audience while I'm off traveling and having fun and doing things with other folks. And this is the thing. Most businesses, the only way that they can grow is by running a promotion, running something special, and they've got to actually handle those things. This actually takes all that legwork out of the entire equation because this is running in an automated way in the background, and it all works online through email. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, this email sequence has been very, very powerful for my business and the business of my clients. All you have to do is take what you just learned and actually go do something with it. So whatever business you happen to be in, think about stair-stepping that campaign and educating to the point to where they feel like just by reading your emails, they've learned a lot and they're more educated and more aware of what's going on in their lives and why they need your product. That's what you have to be doing when you put these things together. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do me a favor, click the subscribe button. You're going to get all kinds of good stuff from me in the next few months, in the next few weeks, the next few years on these kinds of topics, things that can help your business, help you really grow them in a big way, but do them in a way that you can actually enjoy your life. Also, smash that notification bell that you see below too. When you do that, you're going to be alerted right away when I post something just like this. All right, I hope you loved it. I will see you next time. We're going to do more of this, and we're going to help you grow your business with stuff just like this. All right, I'll see you on the next one.